Ladies and gentlemen, the vibrant vortex of Studio One each in New York City, where the lights of the View pulse like a heartbeat in overdrive and the air crackles with the promise of unfiltered fireworks, detonated into a country-fried conflagration that could rival a Nashville bonfire on this balmy October afternoon in 2025. Reba McEntire, the red-headed tornado of twang and tenacity, the queen of country with a voice that could wrangle tumbleweeds and a spirit forged in the fires of Oklahoma oil fields, sashaying onto the set like she owned the Opry and the Upper West Side combined, her crimson curls cascading like a sunset over the Hudson, decked out in a rhinestone-embroidered denim jacket that screamed fancy and boots polished to a high-heel shine, here to hawk her chart-topping comeback album Unbreakable Threads, a tapestry of heartbreak anthems and empowerment ballads that's already lassoing Grammys and selling out stadiums from Tulsa to Times Square, the audience erupting in a twangy tidal wave of whoops and hollers as Whoopi Goldberg, the undisputed den mother of daytime drama, thunders her thunderous intro. Reba McEntire, y'all, the red-hot mama of Melodia, welcome to the View, darlin'. She perches on the edge of the iconic couch like a hawk eyeing a henhouse, legs crossed in those legendary lugices, sipping her sweet tea from a monogrammed mug as Sunny Hostin swoons over her voice coaching conquests. Reba, you're the fairy godmother of falsetto spill on mentoring those babies. Sarah Haynes bubbles about marathon sessions of Reba's sitcom Malibu Country reruns with her hubby. Alyssa Farah Griffin toasts her trailblazing Broadway run in Annie Get Your Gun, coffee cups clinking like spurs on a saloon floor. The Hot Topics board blazing with banners from Beyonce tilde copyright-s Cowboy Carter controversy to the great genre gatekeeping debate. Joy Behar, the octogenarian oracle of outrage with her fiery mane rivaling Reba's own and a wit wedded on decades of Brooklyn bravado, slouches in her seat with that latte lifeline, glasses glinting like guillotines under the glare, her smirk simmering like gumbo on a slow boil, coiled like a rattler in tall grass waiting for the boot to drop. It all ignites innocently enough, a powder keg disguised as a hoedown. Reba strums an acoustic teaser of her lead single Threads of Fire, her alto aching with authenticity that has the crowd crooning along, tears glistening in the front rows, Whoopi harmonizing off-key to hilarious effect, high fives hurtling across the coffee table like hot potatoes at a potluck. Sunny steers smooth. Reba, your album's all about weaving pain into powerhouse country, evolving with these pop crossovers like Reba nods, eyes twinkling like stars over the Smokies. Sugar, country's always borrowed boots from every weary dolly did disco, I did Broadway. It's heart, not hashtags, that holds the harmony. Applause avalanches, but then joy jabs like a jukebox needle skipping to static, leaning in with that laser-guided lilt. Heart, Reba, bless your boots, but isn't this Unbreakable Threads just Dolly Light? You're recycling rhinestones while Beyonce tilde copyright-s breaking barriers admitted. At 70, you're the gatekeeper grandma clutching the genre like it's your last pair of Wranglers, telling the young guns they ain't country enough. The studio sucks in a symphony of shock, a pin-drop prelude to pandemonium as Reba's grin glitches like a scratched vinyl, her fingers freezing mid-strum on the guitar strings. Those steel blue eyes narrowing to slits sharper than a switchblade in a saloon brawl. Joy, darlin', gatekeeper, I've kicked down more doors than you've hot flashing headline as a country's big as Texas, room for bass boots and my ballads. But Joy's galloping unchecked, arms windmilling in Wild West gesticulation, voice vaulting octaves like a yodeling yippee-ki-yay. Room, honey, your threads are tangled in tradition. Dolly's the exception to Jolene's anti-feminist jealousy wrapped in a bow, and you're her echo, preaching pioneer while blocking the hive at the barn door. Own it, you're the old guard ogling the new wave like it's Nashville's end times. Gasps gush like geezers from the gallery, smartphones surging skyward to snag the showdown. Sarah stutters a stutter step salve. Joy, Reba's revolutionary. Alyssa's eyes widen like wagon wheels. Sunny fans herself with a fanfold script, but Reba's restrained ruptures like a dam downstream of dynamite, cheeks crimsoning to match her curls, voice thundering from twang to tornado, rising like a red dust devil in the desert. Old guard, Joy, I've survived plane crashes, lost loves, and labelize while you sling shade from your safety net sofa. Call Dolly anti-feminist? That's like calling the Grand Canyon a ditch. You wouldn't know empowerment if it too stepped on your toe. I'm done with this disrespectful hoedown. The audience atomizes, half hollering you tell her, Reba. In rebel yells, half hushed in horrified hilarity, Whoopi hammering her mug like a judge's gavel. Gone country, hold your horses, Lady Essa, this corral's getting crowded. But Joy counters with cannon fire, cackling like a coyote at midnight. Disrespectful, sweetie, truth's the two-edged sword, your threads are frayed, and Bay's weaving the future without your welcome wagon. Kaboom! Reba launches from the couch like a longhorn unleashed, guitar handed off haphazardly to a stagehand in a clatter of chords, Mick mangled in her manicured mitt. Frayed? This queen's quilt is quilted in queens like Dolly, and you just snipped the wrong seam. You all get a McEntire who don't take tea with trash talk. I'm storming off the sorry stage. She hightails toward the wings with a hip-swaying stomp that shakes the set like an earthquake in the East Village. Red dresses trailing like comet tails, pausing at the portal for the parting pistol whip glare. Tell the fans, Reba don't do doormats or Dolly desertion. Adios. View. Door detonates with a bang that bounces off the beams, the panel petrified in a portrait of pandemonium. Whoopi's well, butter my biscuits, Sonny suppressing a snicker, Sarah slack-jawed in solidarity, Alyssa applauding the audacity, Joy preening with a pouty shrug. What? Country calls for call-outs. Cut to commercial calamity as producers prance in a frenzy of fear and fortune upstairs, execs exhaling empires over exploding metrics. But flashback the fracas. Green room races at the golden hour. Reba regales Joy with tales of their mutual redhead solidarity, sisters in scarlet, mimosas mingled, rehearsals rollicking with ribald roasts on rival coiffures. Lights lift, theme twangs triumphant, tranquility teeters, Reba's fancy flashback floors. Whoopi, hot topics harpoon, country's color line, Joy's juggernaut jettisons, Reba, Dolly diss or defend, Perry proud, defend eternal, Joy javelins, gatekeep granny, Reba rampages, ruinous, rompin', viral volcanoes voraciously, Reba loses it on view, lashes like lightning, clips cascading continents, memes morphing McEntire's march to the climb crescendos, Joy's jab jarred as Behar's barn burner, factions fishin' ferociously, country kin coronate Reba, red queen rises, view vanguards vindicate Joy Verity's volley, celebs cascade, Dolly dispatches doves, my girl's got grit, Bianca tilde copyright Benedict's boots to the boundary, Fallout Fiesta, album avalanches to apex. This genre gospel truth. The twang titan versus talk show tormentor, legacy lasso versus slippy lariat. Linger on the lightning, Reba's repose to rampage, Joy's jest to juggernaut. Deeper, hive buzz reopened by Jolene jabs, Reba's relevance raw nerved by anti-feminist arrows. On air, simmer to supernova. Post panel, Reba retreats to ranch reveries, igniting threads unbreakably, boots made for Bakken bad vibes. Thyn 3/4 thy yen Joy jaunts jubilant Jolene justice. In the hoedown of hot takes, queens don't quiver, they quick draw quits. Yet, to twirl the twister, replay the ruckus, Reba's rearward drawer, 1,000 tropes trampled, Joy's J-pun jaundiced. This lose it, not lament. But Legends Launchpad commercial corrals the commotion, sponsors slinging sassy sequins and sweet tea elixirs with serendipitous sass as control room capers catapult a corral cash in. Execs euphoric over exponential escapades. Couch conundrum coalesces, Whoopi's whimsical wrangling waltzes the whirlwind, back, buckle bunny acid that was McEntire's Mustang meltdown. Sarah stammers stardust sympathy, Sonny summons sisterhood spunk. Reba's reckonin', Alyssa arbitrates audacity, feud fortified, Joy, jaunty jukebox of jabs, jives into jubilation, she hightailed like a heifer in heat a fragile firecracker. Audience antics avalanche, Reba. Refrains rumble rugged against Rogue Joy's yeehaw. Yips. Cameras chronicle the corral, TikToks twirl to Reba's retreat rhymed with boots scootin' boogie bucks. Reels retool Joy's javelins with jukebox jams. Epicenter exhumed, eruption effervescent in entertainment's effluent teddy. McEntire's media Mustang, Luminous on Letterman legacies, threads thundering timeless twang, critics consecrate country colossus, tabloids tantalize, Reba's Red Reckoning, Joy Journal's G.A. Pezza dossiers dissecting Dolly defenders, Green Glow Gala, grits and gossip guzzled, Joy Josh's Redhead Rumble, Reba roars rarin', Live Lift Off, Whippy's Hosanna Hails, Reba's Riffs Ravish Reverie, Peril Pivot, Bay in the Barn, Joy Juggernauts, Reba, Jolene Jailer, Gatekeep Gal, Perry Proud, Pioneer Parade, Joy Jugulates, Parade, Pasture, Studio Seismic, Reba Rampages, Rancid, Rompin' Ranch, Exodus Extravagant, Joy Jaunt, Recovery Remix, Whippy Whimsy, McEntire's Mare Gallop, Joy Jeers, Jolene Jilt, Cleavage Crowned, Commercial Chasm, Digital Dominion Detonates, Reba vs. Joy on View Ballistic, 300M mega views meteoric, memes masterful. Reba as Rodeo Queen Buck Off, Behar, Joy Jukebox Jester, Factions Ferocious, Nashville Nobility Fade. Reba Fierce Philly, View Vanguard Vindicates Joy Verities Varmint, Celeb Cyclone, Carrie Croon's Country Crown, Garth Gaffaw's Grand Slam, PR Pandemonium, Reba's Realm Radiant, Tweed Tees Twang Tees Joy Jives Jubilee, Quake Quintessence, Genre Gospel Grilled, Twang Tenacity Toasted vs. Torched, Joy's Juggernaut Jab Jamboree, Reba's Retort Resilient, Radiance Ripple, Threads Thunder's Throne, View Vault's Vain Glory, Taping Tease, Joy Jules. Reba Riled the Rodeo, Symphony Subtext, Sparks Smithereens Spectacular, Speculation Sizzles, CMA Crossover, Netflix Nashville Nemesis, Applause Analysts, Authenticity Apotheosis, On Anatomy, Reba's Twang to Thunderclap, Joy's Banter to Bedlam, Swarm's Sponsors, Stetsons for Reba, Sass for Joy's Shade Shots, Toast Therapy, Twang Transmuted, TV Transfigured, Thunderclaps Trump Tepid Transcripts, Crave Caper Continuum Country Style November 3, 2025 Aurora annihilates airwaves afresh, The View's viral vaudeville vomiting to be Vistosa Trumping Twang Tsunamiza. Reba Recluse in Ranch Reveries, Ropin' Reflections with Rex's Rambles, Reps Rapture Rain Reaffirmed, TMZ Trailing Trailblazers, Devotees Defend Queen's Corral, Joy Jaunting Jersey Junctions, Nishes Needed, Kvul in Cowabunga Country, Exexilism, Empire Eternalized, Panel Patter, Whippy Winks Winner, Sunny Schemes Spunky, Sarah Swoon Sublime, Alyssa Says Antics Audacious, Reba's Realm, Insta Ignites Threads Woven Tough Boots Buck Bad Blood, Thyn 3/4 Die, Likes Leviathan Like, Joy Jabs Jaunty, Jolene's Justice Athy Currency, Celeb Cataclysm, Dolly Dispatches Darlin Dynamite, Babe Benedict's Boundary Boss, Blizzard Backlash, Joy Jabber Jinx, Jeremiad's Jettison the Jaw, A Mavens Magnify Reba's Rodeo, X/Zenith, Reba Loses It vs. Joy Jolene, 100 T-Torrents, Blue Blood Brawls Blaze Bonkers, DNA Deep Dive, Reba's Odyssey Oklahoma Orphan to Opry Oracle, Post Plane Phoenix, Divorce Dynamo, But Joy's Gatekeep Gouged Grace Grievously, Joy, View Vixen, Vaudeville Virtuoso, Pre-Tape Taught, Tame the Twang, Trampled, Apex Aftershock, Threads Thrown Eternal, View Vault's Vain Glory, Speculative Sonata, Rematch Rumble, CMA Country Clash, Cultural Catechism, Genre Gates, Zoomer's Zenith Queen Quest, PR Phoenix, Reba Twang Triumphs, Joy Jab Jamboree Jaunt, Forums Ferment, Rated R, The View Rapture's Revelry, TikTok Reba Rodeo Rapture, Therapy Theorem, Spotlight Spunk Supreme, Broadcast Bible, View, Vortex Vaquero, Legacy Lens, McEntire Mirror to Murphy Mustangs, Kidman Keena Live Lightning Luminous, Reba Reveals Rolling Stone, Joy Juice My Jamboree A Fiercer Philly, Joy Jives Jimmy, Adore the Anthema Adored the Altercation, True Stantalum, View Victory Vaquero Vendetta, Yield, Youth Yearning Yeehaw Unbound, Veterans Voiced Veracity Vaults Vanity, Tapestry Transcendent, Tempest Transfiguration Twangy, TV Titan Trembles Triumphantly, Alchemy Avid, Capers Craved Cosmic, Calamity Cathartic Colossal, Gignal Grandeur, Reba's Rampage Elevates Echelon Eternal, Joy's Javelins Jewel Jukebox, Finale Flourish, Artificerino claims audacity absoluta lose it lashes legend. Totality traverse, tabloid Tinder to tightened wang transcendental, filigree forecast, fast frenzy fabulous, feud fa tilde superscript at forever, underbelly unmasked, beneath boots and banter, beleaguered bards battling bunkum boldly, toast to tinderbox, McEntire Mustang, Behar brasha fracas fashions fabulous firmament forever.